Hi, this is Prachit Talwar and welcome to Market Analyst Pro. Um, on Friday, we've seen around 1.3% rise in S&P market, and people are saying this is because Republicans and Democrats are very close to sealing a deal on debt ceiling, so hence the rise. Let's do a little technical analysis on it and let's see if it's gonna rise further or this is it for S&P. If you've seen my previous video as well where I have predicted how much S&P 500, and very sorry for me saying predicted every time, analyzed on how much S&P 500 will raise in month of May, you'll see I've analyzed a figure of around 4,200. And thereafter, I've said that there is a big resistance. So let's see if it still exists. And it's end of May, and we are still at 4,200. If you've seen previously a week back or 2 week back, we this was the highest point which S&P 500 rose to around 4,207, and thereafter it started to decline. And again it's backed at 4,205. And what we have seen previously, any market before it starts going down, it first touches its peak again and then it starts going down. So this is a one point. So ever if you think that you've bought at a peak and now started to go down, just wait for some time, ride it, and you'll see it will touch that peak even if it has to go down again. So for me, I think it's the same thing happening, but let's see. Okay, if you've seen my previous videos as well, we've spoken about Ishimoku Cloud and how it is very predictive. So let's see what Ishimoku Cloud has to say about S&P 500. So see, I'll not speak technical language. What I'll just do is tell you about that. Let's see 1 month chart. Yeah, if this red line is below, okay, I have changed the colors of the lines just because I am used to some colors. So for conversion line I have used red, and for the baseline it's blue. Again for rest it remains the same. So every dot com, or you'll see that they use different colors. They all have different color preferences. My preference for conversion line is red and baseline is blue, while it can be different for different analysis sites you are using. So it'll be different for different. So this color coding will be different for different analysis site you'll be using. So for me, I'm using red for conversion line and blue for baseline. I am telling it again because it's very difficult for the viewability. So if we see whenever blue line is above red line, that spells bearish market. And let's always see it in a 1 month chart for us to know it better. And here the blue line, that is the baseline, is above the red line. And every time that has happened, even if you see before, so actually, so red line has we've and okay, how to pull this, sorry. Okay, so if we see, the red line has actually never crossed the blue line before, and this is since 2012. And for the first time the red line has already crossed the blue line. Athens is signaling a, and it's signaling a downward break further. So, wow, that does not look good. But yeah, it looks like a bearish market, right? And also, this is a very predictive chart on giving you support and resistance points. So, if you'll see a lag, this is your lagging indicator. I've also bolded this green line. This is your lagging indicator. So, if you'll just put your cursor on it and you'll see, so this line is actually on right now at around the same point where market is right now. So same point, 4207. And this is then it becomes your resistance level. So it's the biggest resistance. So I am not sure if next week or this month is going to be very good for the market. It's surely a very big resistance. Does not look good. So these are our indicators, and this is how we are mainly using Ishimoku Cloud. Let's also go and see our Bollinger Bands. I've already opened it. But yeah, so even in 1 month in our Bollinger Band, this price range has touched the resistance point. So again, not a good feeler. But can it break above? Let's see. So 1 day analysis shows that it's already touched a peak. So seeing other market sentiments and other things seems like a no go. So seems like the market's gonna come down. Again in a week chart, again it looks like a no go and looks like a market is gonna come down. Let's do a little bit of candlestick pattern analysis. So what we see here that okay, this was a long trading line, but majorly traders have settled on top. This is where the major of trades have happened. Buying and selling both have happened in this range. But if we also see, this was not able to cross the last candlestick. So though everything happened on top of it, it was still not able to cross the previous levels. So that is not a good indicator. Even if we'll see in a day trend, though it is a very long green bar, but it was unable to cross the last levels. So again, not a very good indicator. So on my analysis is that June month is not looking good for the market. At least my Ishimoku cloud is spelling crisis. So, yeah, stay tuned and stay safe. My point is, if I go with the recession rule book, start investing in commodities like gold and start investing in bonds, because every time a recession or a slow growth is there, the biggest performers have been your bonds and your commodities. I guess for some time, stay away from the market, stay away from investing in stocks.